172 of the VIG Lounge, where we're going to do a playthrough of the World Juniors matchup, Canada versus the US. What more can you say? Canada versus USA on New Year's Eve. I mean, it should practically be a staple at this point in World Juniors action. Let's see if we can have Canada prove to the US that hockey is our game. And here we go. Canada and the U.S. to start here with Braden Yager taking the draw for Canada, wins the opener. Puck gets back to Yager from the defense. Yager trying to break through. What a save made by Augustine. Easton Cowan trying to get a shot away. Yager in front, stopped. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that dude's name. There's Gabe Perreault, who is very... who's a very prolific goal scorer here for the U.S., who has a very Canadian-sounding last name especially. If I didn't know better, I would think he was French-Canadian, but it's either here nor there. Yager trying to get in, he lost the puck. Puck bounces off the boards, comes out to Easton Cowan. Cowan looking for a shot, he couldn't get it though. And now again, Perreault brings it in, gets knocked off the puck. It's also kind of nice to have a bit of Thunder Bay flavor with the starting goaltender for Canada, Carter George, being from my hometown. Shot save made by Augustine. Puck's behind him. Brum. Knocked off by Molendyke. Puck back down to Jetlichenko, Flyers prospect. Nadeau, shot save made by Augustine. Ryan Leonard, another man to keep an eye on here for the U.S. Oh, he got ran over. And we're going to have ourselves a fight. Why not have some World Junior ejections here? As Akey is looking to make... Oh my goodness. Mania. It's Akey Mania, and it looks like Mania stood out on top. So the U.S. win the fight, and both players are gone. But I get, trying to protect your teammates, so it's either here nor there. Let's play without it. Shot save made by George. Knocked down. With a shot in front. Save made by George. Bumped. Price gets it up to Callum Ritchie, who did have some NHL time this year. And put a remarkable goal in the preseason. And this game is as close as you think it is. Tied at 4 shots apiece, no goal. And Baudouin looking to win the draw, but it is not to be. Oh, breaking glass, as you can see. Look at that glass just spider right there. It's the thing, these kids can hit hard. Baudouin wins that draw. Back to Dickinson. Tries to let the shot go. It gets there. And able to generate a scoring chance. Oliver Buck. Now Dickinson. Knocks the puck away. Shot save made by Carter George. And collected by Oliver Bonk, son of NHLer Radek Bonk. Baudouin shoots, blocked in front. Howe throwing his weight around. He may not be Gordy, but it's nice to see a Penguins prospect involved in this game. I'd like to be able to get a goal with him, too. That would actually be pretty neat. Let's see if we can do it here. And Augustine shut the door. Smith carries it out for the U.S. He takes the bump. Up now to Bonk. Lost it, got it back. Bonk. Shoots, Augustine, the save! And Yager at the side of the net could not make it work there. As we are flying through this first period, as we're a little over 6 minutes remaining. Yager with a knockdown. Hitting everything that moves. Oh, what a save by George. Trying to get the puck out, but they can't do it. The U.S. have really hemmed the Canadians into their zone right now. Finally, brought out by Tanner Molendyk. Molendyk with a shot, save made by Augustine. Spalacy lost the puck. Back now to Jet Luchenko, who started the scoring IRL against Latvia. Another save by Augustine. Spalacy now picked up by Nadeau. Trying to get the puck through, but was unable to do so. Up now to Jet Luchenko. Luchenko tried to get around the defense, but was unable to do so. Michaels lost it. In front of the Canadiens' net. Fed up now to Berkeley Catton. Seattle prospect shot in front. Oh, what a save by Augustine. Ritchie. Prospect for the header. Oh, the Anthony scores! Callum Ritchie gives the Canadiens a 1-0 lead in the dying seconds of the first. Callum Ritchie scores at 1954. 1-0 Canada. Let's take a look at the stats after one. 1-0 Canada. Outshooting the U.S. 12-8. Hits are 16-10. Also in Canada's favor. Look at that passing percentage, 95.5. I'm pretty happy with that. Face-offs go the way of the U.S. And as you can see, each team has 15 minutes in penalties, courtesy of getting some game misconducts for a fight. They don't put up with that in World Junior Hockey, so I don't know if that's the rule strictly for international hockey or just the World Juniors, but maybe that's why we don't see fights. There's an automatic game misconduct. Now let's see what happens here in the middle frame. Will Canada be able to continue and build off that 1-0 lead that they got right at the end of the first period, courtesy of Callum Ritchie. Dickinson brings it in, finds a lane, shoots, stopped in front. Yager trying to get the rebound, but he's unsuccessful. And Smith brings it in for the U.S. Knocked off the puck. Rakoff. And got their chances, but were not successful at all with that pass. Brought out now by Cowan. Cowan, the Toronto Maple Leafs prospect, shoots, scores! Easton was known for hockey equipment. Now it's known for a Toronto Maple Leafs prospect as Braden Yager jumps up and down excitedly in an inappropriate fashion. Canada leads it 2-0. Using a U.S. player as a screen to put it past Augustine. And Luchenko lost the draw. Back now to Spalacy. Cut to the front. Save made by Carter George. Jet Luchenko carries in now for Canada. Lost the puck. Goes for a battle along the wall. Now to Spalacy. Cut to the front. Save made by Carter George, who IRL has not given up a goal in this tournament. This probably will change tonight, I would say, with U.S.'s offense. Molendyk a drive, save made, rebound! Off of Bonk. And Augustine shuts that down. I don't think we've seen Ryan Leonard since that hit. So he's out for this game, I believe. And obviously got a couple of fights as well to take out some players. Oh, my. Couldn't get the name, unfortunately. I don't remember exactly, but that's beside the point. This is just a fun exhibition game anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Ritchie trying to win the defensive zone draw. Shot right off the draw. And another save by George. He has been spectacular this far for Canada. LA Kings look like they've got a gem of a goaltending prospect. And again, I got some town pride with him being from Thunder Bay. Martone. Oh, lost it. Bonk picks it up. Knocked down. Dickinson. Well, the shot in front, save made by George, who chooses to hang on with 10:57 remaining. Shots very close, 16-15. But Canada's leading where it counts. Braden Yager wins the draw. Back to Yager. I'm doing what, what's his name did? Gordon Miller, because I think he wanted to be called Yager actually this game anyway. But Gordon Miller would switch between Yager and Yager. So, and I mean, he was referred to as Braden Yager when Pittsburgh drafted him. And to be fair, I still wish he was a Penguins prospect. Because the less I say about Rutger McGroarty, the better right now. But maybe his development will do a little better having 1 year where he spends the majority of his time in the NHL, or the AHL, excuse me. Hopefully that'll work better for us. I don't know. Yager. Oh, I did it again. You know what? I'm just going to stick with Yager. Screw it. Yager with a drive, saved by Augustine. 8:49 remaining. Here in the second, Canada leads it 2-0. This will be the only World Junior game I want to do just because it's hard to keep track of all the players' names in a bunch of the countries. So Canada and U.S. is big. So I figured, you know what? This will be a good test for me. Price with a shot blocked off a teammate. He gets it back, though. Goes for a little spin. Does get a shot away, and it goes off of Augustine and wide. Yager battling forward along the wall. Moore to Smith. Puck picked off by Callan. Now the puck is fed up to Rakoff. Rakoff trying to get in, unable to do so. Minio. I was trying to read what that said. Price. Finds a streaking Luchenko. Luchenko with a drive. Augustine stopped that. Minot. Trying to get back to one of the Canadian defensemen and does in Minio. Minio shoots. Save made with Nadeau in front. That stopped as well. Nadeau gets it back. Back to Oliver Bonk. Bonk lets it go. And there's another save for Trey Augustine. And we're trying to get Luchenko. Shoots, save made by Augustine. And he's got it and hangs on with 2:22 to go. I wasn't sure if it was 52 or 22. Now I see that it was 22. Draw one by the U.S. in the defensive zone. Back to Fiddler. Fiddler knocked down. Shot in front, scores! Michaels puts the U.S. on the board. Mateo Michaels has made this game interesting, as it is now 2-1. Seeing if Canada can get themselves back on track here. Still leading by a goal. Feeds up to Dickinson. Now to Callan. Callan weaving in and he scores! Brayden Yager! A little Jägermeister on this New Year's evening! 3-1 Canada! Even though he's too young to have that, of course. Make sure to drink responsibly. Callum Ritchie lost the draw. Hayes in for the U.S. Lost it. Gets it up now to Callum Ritchie, who has one of the goals for Canada. Saved by Augustine, and that'll end the period with Canada leading 3-1 after 40 minutes. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Well, isn't that interesting? The hits and shot stats are exactly the same. 25-17 in favor of Canada. Faceoffs, though, heavily in the U.S.'s favor, double, 5-10, or 10-5 rather. And no more penalties other than the game misconduct at the early stages of the first. So let's see what happens here in the final frame as Canada looks to solidify themselves with a great seed moving on to the knockout stage of this tournament. Rakoff. It's jostled a bit, gets a shot off, saved by Augustine. Bonk with a knockdown. Oh, feed up to Rakoff. Rakoff fires from range, saved by Augustine. Yager gets it in front. Save. Once again, and I said Yager. I told myself I was going to say Yager too. Good grief. Being a Penguins fan has its disadvantages when you got a guy that sounds like Yager. 17:29 remaining here in the third. Canada leads it 3-1. As Yager looks to win this draw. And he does. Puck knocked down. Shot saved by George. Brought in now by Rakoff. Rakoff spins, shoots, saved by Augustine. 16:21 to go. As Augustine hangs on. You're watching the World Junior Hockey Championship playthrough here on the VIG Lounge. Spence. Or Chance, excuse me. Trying to get it in. Oliver Bonk not able to get there for that pass, though. Blum to Spalacy. Is that Musty or Musty? I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. I'm going to go with Musty. The guy must like to fish. I don't know. Scores! Fiddler! Blake Fiddler gets the U.S. again within one. And just flung that one from the point. And George was unable to get there. Ritchie lost that draw. It was a big knockdown once again. Fed up to Porter Martone. Martone gets in, shoots, save made by Augustine. Shots are pretty close, actually 30-20 in favor of Canada. And of course the goal scoring or the score I should say is actually close as well. US only behind by one. So let's see what happens here. Trying to get some traction again is Canada. Fiddler, who has the latest US goal. Got knocked down. Price brings it in now for Canada. Price swings wide, shot, rebound! Oh my goodness, how did that not go in? Augustine, absolute game saver right there. Remember that save on Price. If the U.S. is able to tie this thing, holy smokes, what a save. Ritchie lost the puck. U.S. bring it in. Perot to Moore. Saved by George. Rebound. Oh, my. That could have been a bad giveaway on the person using this controller, but fortunately it didn't cause an issue here. Full drive. Fire scores! How about a little insurance? Courtesy of Cole Baudouin. Canada leads it 4-2. Baudouin wins the draw, carrying that momentum. Oh, what the heck happened there, Augustine? Baudouin, oh, front save made by Augustine! Pounces on it and stops play with 8:30 to go here in period number 3. Braden Yeager. Looked to win the draw, but I went a little too early. Perreault knocked down. Bonk with a chance after that puck was given away by the U.S. Braden Yeager going to try to win this draw. Not successful. Why not get a hip check in the World Junior Hockey Championship? Why not? Chance now for Yeager. Yeager spins, shoots, scores! How about another shot of Jägermeister? Canada leads it 5-2. Yeager wins this draw. Now to Rakoff. Rakoff, the front save, and no, it's not, it went by him! Rakoff! Canada's now up by 4. .6:21 remaining. Canada has exploded here in the third. Now Bonk feeds it up to Rakoff. Rakoff, who just scored again, shot, rebound. No one was able to get there. Yeager looking for more. Shot, rebound, score! Rakoff! Why not get 2 in a row? Carson Rakoff, my goodness, what a shot off the initial rebound. And Canada has now exploded for 7 goals against their biggest rival in international hockey. McKenna up now to Nadeau. Nadeau dangles his way in, and Hildebrand, who's come in relief, makes a save as Canada has just exploded now for 7 goals on 42 shots. Draw won by the U.S. Puck goes to the corner. Price. It's weird saying Price and not talking about a goaltender for Canada. I will say that. Luchenko. Also, like, this, the last name Luchenko, I can't help it. Being a Simpsons fan, Luchenko with a shot, score! Berkeley Catton! Canada's put up 8 goals now. This is an absolute rout at this point. And, I mean, that probably should have been goaltender interference, I think. Because if you look at this, Berkeley Catton just kind of runs over and falls on top of the goaltender, but maybe the puck went in before that. But either way, what a sequence that was. Anyway, Luchenko, first thing I think of being a Simpsons fan is the college football episode with the place kicker for Springfield University, Anton Luchenko. So I can't help it. That's the very first thing that I think of every time I hear that last name. And even though, you know, he's a draft pick of the Flyers, I'm going to absolutely, like, laugh at my ass off every time I hear that last name and have a bit of fun with it, just based on that Simpsons reference, man. I really will. Catton, shot, save, rebound for Martone, but Hildebrand hangs on. Even though Canada has this game well in hand, they're certainly looking for more. Smith. Seriously, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that U.S. defenseman's name. I have to. Oh! What the heck happened there? Rakoff looking for the hat trick, but he lost it. Jagger in front. Hildebrand pounces on it. If that's even Hildebrand. That's what I'm reading. It could be wrong. I apologize. Again, like I said, I don't know many of the World Junior players' names, unfortunately, aside from prospects and most of Team Canada. Rakoff with a hat trick! As the Hats fly out of the stands here at Canadian Tire Center. How do you do? 10 goals at 1952. Or 9 goals, I believe. Sorry. 9 goals in 1952. See? I get so excited that I'm adding an extra goal. So, not quite double digits, but still. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope we have a good game tonight. I highly doubt it's going to go this well for Canada, but I am hoping Canada is on the winning side. As in this playthrough, Team Canada defeat the U.S. with a final score of 9-2. And let's take a look at the final stats here. Shots on goal, 48-22 in favor of Canada. Hits, 41-25, also in Canada's favor. Face-offs, though, doubled up by the U.S. 20-10. And, of course, the only penalties were the game misconducts at the beginning of the game for fighting. But aside from that, nothing more. Thank you all for tuning in to this little bit of bonus content. Again, like I said, please be safe this New Year's Eve and be responsible. We want to make sure we all thrive in 2025. So thank you all for tuning in. I've been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. And until New Year's Day, I bid you adieu.